You can make money on Amazon FBA in 2024 without running any ads, creating any products, or buying stuff from China. So many gurus online talk about wholesale and private label, which are way too complicated and expensive for beginners. I did the exact opposite, and it made me over $80,000 profit in 1 month in just my second year. I've never bought stuff from China. I've never run a single Amazon ad, and I definitely haven't negotiated with scammy suppliers on Alibaba. A few years ago, online arbitrage basically didn't exist as new sellers couldn't sell name brand product from day one. Luckily, times have changed, my friends, and you don't need to do wholesale or private label to make money on Amazon as a beginner. In this video, I'm gonna give you a stupid simple walkthrough of how to get started selling on Amazon online arbitrage this week, even if you're a complete beginner from scratch. So to start off, I'm gonna give you guys a full budget breakdown because I know some of you guys are thinking, what do I actually need to get started? How much money do I actually need to get started? I got you guys right here. Step one, you're gonna need a professional Amazon seller account. This is gonna cost $40 a month and give you access to the platform to sell to hundreds of millions of customers. You can do that at sell.amazon.com. A lot of beginners think you need a bunch of complicated and expensive software. All you need is Keepa and our product research tool SellerAmp. Both of those are $20 per month. You can get a Keepa subscription at keepa.com, and you can try SellerAmp completely free at selleramp.com as well. A lot of people don't know you can also get a lot of free shipping suppliers from USPS and UPS. You can get these 4x6, or I think they're 4¼ by 5.5 labels for free on the UPS website, which is pretty cool. USPS also gives a lot of free boxes as well. You also want to have all the free cashback and Chrome extensions, which I'm going to show you guys how to use during the product research section. Rakuten, Top Cashback, Be Frugal, Retail Me Not, Capital One Shopping, and Coupon Birds as well. You can get poly bags and poly mailers on Amazon, most of which you're going to need is just 9x12 and 12x15 ones from Amazon is nice and easy as well. The biggest expense when you're a complete beginner is going to be your inventory costs. A lot of people talk about needing like 5 to 10K to get started with. I can tell you guys, I didn't have anywhere close to that when I got started. I recommend an inventory budget of 1 to 3K to get started with online arbitrage, flipping name brand products as well. And just make sure you go through this checklist. And just make sure you guys go through this checklist. It's really easy to get going with the stuff and learn all the basics. I have videos on all the stuff on my channel as well. And if you want to simplify your shipping process, we recently came out with Boxem as well, which is our Amazon FBA shipment software, which is about $40 per month at boxem.com. You can try it completely free right here. So don't sweat the small stuff. Getting set up is nice and easy, guys. Don't overthink it. Let's jump into product research. All right, starting off right here, we can see we're on an Amazon product page. This is predominantly where you're going to be hanging out when you're doing online arbitrage. We can see the current buy box on this product is 39. That's where we want to be as a seller here. We can see this seller is the person in the buy box right here as well. Conveniently, I can see this is actually an FBM seller, not an FBA seller. So it means this seller is storing the inventory themselves, not sending it off to Amazon. Predominantly, you're going to be doing FBA, especially long-term. FBM's not a bad idea as a beginner as well. However, the cool thing is when you see a seller doing FBM in the buy box, typically you can plan on pricing that product higher, right? So we can see I'd probably plan on selling this at like 41, 42, specifically right here. And now, like I said, you don't need any expensive software. All you need to get going, guys, is SellerAmp right here, which basically serves as the profit calculator and sales estimator. You want to make sure you're buying products that actually sell. We can see this listing has like 185 reviews, so we know this listing sells well, and the sales rank, aka BSR, is okay. It's not bad. It's like a B plus, right? You want to make sure you're staying below like a 150,000 or 200,000 sales rank. The lower the sales rank, the better. Stuff with the 10K rank sells way quicker than stuff with the 100K rank, for example. And then we'd see our max cost on this item is about $20.62, right? Now we can see over on JCPenney, that same t-shirt listing is going for about $22.50. However, we can also purchase a discounted gift card on JCPenney and get like another like 5-6% off. For example here, that's a huge mistake beginners make, is sleeping on that stuff, right? So your competition is going to see 22.5 right here. However, we know we can get a discounted gift card here. So we can see purchasing a discounted gift card, say this gets us another 5-6% off right here. There's card bear as well, which is great for that too, right? We can see that takes us down from 22.5 right here, right? We take off another 6% or so. Right now we can see that actually makes this listing good right here, and that it fits our criteria of $3 plus profit per unit, 30% plus ROI, etc. Make sure it's selling quick to be the sales rank. And then we can take a look and make sure this listing's actually been profitable over time by taking a look down here at the Keepa chart as well, right? So we can see Keepa is actually going to track the data since a listing was added to Amazon. Specifically right here, we can see it's actually a lot of buy box share, closer to like 42, even FBM 43 here in the past month or so, 6 weeks, right? We can zoom in on different times as well. The bottom chart on Keepa shows the offer count movement, aka the competition on a listing. People ask me all the time, how much competition is too much competition on a listing? And it's all about the trend, right? So if the trend of the competition is going up, probably a good chance the price is going to go down. If we take a look here over the past month, the competition's pretty much been the same. We can see it's gone up and down as well. It's got nice movement here. So we know this listing actually is selling. A lot of beginners will see this and think that the competition skyrocketed on this. However, you primarily want to just be focusing on the 3-month data, and we can see literally for like almost 3 weeks, it's pretty much been the exact same right here too. So we can see this becomes like $7 profit a piece and like a 32% ROI, and that discounted gift card was really important. And you could typically get some extra profit margins via rewards programs too from like JCPenney's, Kohl's, and different websites that offer it. And the way I found this was actually by looking inside the storefronts of other Amazon sellers. A lot of beginners think the best way to do product research is to just go to random websites and try to find stuff that's profitable. What makes a lot more sense is just actually look for pre-vetted listings inside other Amazon seller storefronts. So if we go ahead and scroll down here, now we can see all the other sellers that carry this product, and we can go ahead and open up their storefronts as long as we see that they have lots of reviews, so we know they're making money, right? So for example, here we can see this seller's got like right here 78 reviews, right? So we know they're making money. 79 reviews right here. See, they got 182 right here. Kale and spinach right there. We can see 25 reviews right there, right? So we can see, yeah, 142. If a seller's got a lot of reviews, we know they're making money. And now we can use SellerAmp to look inside their storefront here, and we can see all the different brands they carry right here, all the different categories they carry right here. We can filter into specific ones. So say we want to take a look at like Yankee Candle stuff. We can filter into only the Yankee Candle listings. This listing, I can see on the Keepa chart, the price is trending down. Probably not something I want to take a look at right here. But now pretty quickly, we can see a ton of examples of reseller friendly brands and products right here. So for example, we can see Calvin Klein 4-pack briefs, 23K rank, for example, right here. Max cost of about 18, right? So we can go ahead and plug this in on Google. Price is also really, really stable here too, which is cool, right? We can see, right? Looks like that's actually going to be pretty close here. We can see $19.25. Right here, I don't think it's quite going to be profitable. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Right, and now we can just go ahead and filter into all these seller storefronts and find other listings from here. Like we can take a look at Adidas, for example. Right, we can see really, really nice stable price action. Looks like this was profitable back in like early June up at 40, but competition trended up a little bit right there. We can see at 19.25 on this listing. So we plug in 19.25 here. We can see $8 profit. Interesting is I'm not even ungated in Calvin Klein. That first listing we took a look at was Stafford, which is actually an auto ungated brand. Right here we can see this was profitable in the past. It's not profitable today. What I'm going to do for that is I'm going to scroll down here and I'm going to one-click export this to a SellerAmp almost good spreadsheet so I can come back and check this product in the future to see if it becomes profitable right there. But that's not quite profitable today. We can see these Adidas listings, max cost of 30. I feel like we might be able to pay $30 or less for that. We can see, doesn't look like it on Google here. Right, yeah, pretty expensive there, 49, 46 right here. So not going to worry about that. Right, and we just want to go ahead here and open up a bunch of listings here that we know are selling quick, right? And then we can dig in and see, okay, what can we actually track down profitable from here throughout a variety of brands, right? So for example, we take a look at New Balance stuff. We can take a look at Puma stuff, for example, right here as well, right? We can see 82K rank right there. A lot of FBM sellers too, which is a really good sign as well right here, right? We can see 130 rank right here, right? We can see pretty high rank right there. There probably is a listing for those though right here. So now we can go ahead and take a look here and take a look at all these different listings here and see, okay, this listing, the competition is trending up. However, let's take a look at the variations tab and see if there's anything else that's doing well here. Let's see, it's filtered by reviews here. We can see offer counts going up on a lot of these. Let's see 70 though here. See if you can pay 35. We're filming this right around the 4th of July. So Adidas 30% going on the Adidas website here. Let's see. Yeah, so we can actually pay pretty cheap for these. Right here, 28. That looks like a pretty good deal. right there. So you want to take a look at a lot of these, honestly. Let's see, take a look at that right here. And obviously not every item is going to be profitable, but some stuff is, if you put in enough work, you actually factor in coupon codes, discount codes, etc. We can see this listing's doing nice here. We can see offer count nicely trending up and down. So we know this listing's actually selling. 25 reviews, $70 price here. Let's go ahead and see if we're profitable here. Let's see. Yeah, 53 right here. So basically like 68 essentially. So let's go ahead and plug this in, see what we can do right here. So let's see. So we want these. This was like a really good deal there at 22. Right, let's see. We'll definitely take a look at those. Looks like a really good deal. We're 65 right there. Let's see. Park Street shoes. Let's see. Site is restricted from specific geography. All right, I don't know what's going on with Adidas right there, but then I can access here. This totally looks like a good deal though at 32. Take off another 30% off right here. So let's go ahead and plug this in, see what we can do. 22 right here. We're just trying to find our first product here. Obviously, don't think it makes any sense to sell anything you see in this video here, for example, but it's all just conceptually how to navigate this stuff right here. So let's see. So we're only paying like 22 bucks. This looks like this should be nice and profitable here, right? So the cool thing is you can actually do math within SellerAmp right here. So we can see 32. Then we can take off 70% from that. So we just multiply that, or 30% from that. So we can multiply our here. So we're paying about 22. So if any of these variations are 45 plus, this becomes good, right? And then we need to check and make sure it's actually profitable over time, taking a look at Keepa, right? So we can see these guys are going to be close. Any of these variations a little bit more expensive. 49, game time right here. Here we go, right? So we can see 49 bucks. How do you know what size actually sell well? You take a look at the specific Keepa chart, right? And use common sense too. So we can see here, right, this listing, yeah, we can see like we got a lot of profitable history on here out of 32 buy cost, guys. A lot of buy box share, really profitable on this, right? So if we go here and plug in 32, we take off 30% from this, we end up paying 22 right here. At the current buy box, that's 10 bucks profit and a 47% ROI. Let's see what the Adidas.com gift card situation is right here. We can see, looks like we can get about 5 to 8% off. Let's conservatively say we can get 6% off right here. Plug this guy in. Boom, becomes even better. And the cool thing is, guys, that's after shipping, sales tax, fees, literally everything right there. So that's what a profitable product looks like. And I know you're wondering, okay, how do I find more winning products from here? Use that first listing we took a look at. Use this listing right here. Use some of those other ones that were close, but were almost good, and storefront stalk those sellers and factor in all those sales, those coupon codes from all those extensions I mentioned, Capital One Shopping, Coupon Birds, you get cash back on Rakuten too. Also different rewards programs on different retailers can help as well. And just make sure you're factoring on those discount methods that you potentially can. And now we're gonna hop into Boxem and show you actually how to send products off to the Amazon FBA warehouse. All right, so we're here in Boxem. This is our brand new Amazon FBA shipment software. To start out, we're just gonna name our shipment YouTube test July, for example, right here. We can add in our ship from address. We already have our Boxem office right there. Packaging type, I like to do case packed. Seller preferred, I like to do seller labels, for example, with the FN SKUs, for example, right? Box contents, I like to do barcodes because I like my shipments checking in quicker, and it just makes the process a little bit quicker as well. It's on the professional plan of Boxem. I also like to print FBA box labels as we go, so I like to have this toggled on. I used to have to spend a time like writing on the boxes what was in each one. Now with Boxem, you can actually print the FBA box label as you go. I also like to auto list above the buy box and then adjust my pricing once it checks in to match right around or a little bit above the current buy box as well. Right, and we'd see buy cost input, supplier input, etc. We'll go ahead and create the shipment here. Boxem is incredibly quick in terms of the search functionality. Right here, we'll just go ahead and send in those Adidas shoes we just found. For example, right here, we can see the details page right here, the offers page if you want to set a specific price. Although, like we said, we had it automatically set to price 20% above here. See plug in buy cost right here, total quantity, let's say 10 units, 10 per case right here. For example, expiration date, you got to make sure you add that in as well right here. Let's go ahead and hit add product. Right now, we'll move on to step 2. Right, so we'll go ahead and send this in right here. All right, so all we want to do from here is go ahead and hit confirm shipment, and then we'll submit this data off to Amazon. This is so much easier than the much more expensive and more outdated softwares that exist. We want to go ahead and hit print FN SKU labels right here. That's going to print our FN SKU labels that go over the barcode or the polybag, depending on what Amazon requires for that item. Right now, we can go ahead and do bulk assign. This is probably my favorite part of Boxem currently. We can see instead of manually creating the boxes, dragging and dropping over here. All we have to do is go here and put units for box 5, for example, total number of box 2, customize this box size right here, for example, 17, 12, 10 units, right? Now those boxes automatically create. And now we have these sweet 2D barcodes right there, and we can keep flying through this shipment. We're going to go ahead and submit this off to Amazon. This is actually the part that typically takes longest. This is the part that Boxum doesn't have control over. And now we're here. All we have to do is hit accept shipping charges right here. And then once this loads, we're going to be able to print those shipping labels as well right here. And now we're done with that shipment right there. So in this video, you guys have seen the entire process of getting going, that budget breakdown, how to find your first prog using SellerAmp and Keepa and Storefront Stalking, and how to send inventory to Amazon using Boxum. So there's no excuses to get going with this stuff. No need to worry about cold calling suppliers or finding suppliers in China, running ads, anything like that. A lot more simple way to do it is just all-in arbitrage, flipping name brand procs, purchased from big retail websites, Kohl's, Macy's, Nike.com, etc. right there. So I'm going to leave a link for my free course right here, which you should definitely check out if you want a bunch of additional content. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.